Hello and welcome to madCAM for Jewelry. In this video I want to discuss two strategies for toolpathing that are very commonly used. One is toolpath from boundary curve, something you have already seen me do in a number of other videos, and the other is toolpath from two curves. First one, toolpath from boundary curves, relies on a closed curve such as the one that you see here, and here's our indication of closed curve, to basically cut out all the aspects of the geometry that are encompassed by a boundary closed curve. Once we have our boundary curve, it does not have to be above the model, it just has to be encompassing it in the top view of your Rhino screen. You go to Toolpath from boundary curves and you will see this sort of a window. You have a stock to leave, which allows you to do either a final or roughing operation, or a multi-stage operation depending on how you want to cut your model. Your step size, which specifies the resolution of your cutting, the finer the better. Linking method, which allows you to specify the direction of the travel of the tool bit. So, for example, either X moving this way or Y moving this way, or contouring going around in spirals, and as well as a few other options such as clearance and ramp. You have seen me form this operation a few times before, but let me just show it to you one more time, as well as show you what some of the different options allow you to do. So here's our X movement, here is our Y, exactly the same with the only exception of the direction of the movement of the tool bit. So there it is. We can also select contouring with an option to start either from the outside or the inside. This is a bit more of a finicky choice. It doesn't always work at all step sizes and all angles, but when it does, it's potentially a good option. And to demonstrate the other selection, we can have this two paths start from the outside. In this case, you can see the differences between the two paths as position of this right angle indicator. We also have an option for V-carving, but in this case it's not applicable because V-carving is meant more for processing areas that can be carved out entirely by creation of grooves. This is not really applicable to jewelry milling, so we will not be discussing this option in this video. Let us look at the other option, or rather the other strategy, that is to say the toolpath between two curves. So we can select an arbitrary point here on the model and draw a curve, and we'll make some sort of a duplicate of it here. Now you will notice that both of these curves are open, and we need to have both of them selected for this strategy to work. What it will do is it will work between these two curves, kind of bouncing back and forth between them, and process everything that's here. Where this sort of a strategy becomes really useful is when you have something like a shank like this, where you can easily create or duplicate an edge and then specify some part of that. So instead of creating kind of complex rectangles or freeform shapes, you can simply extract curves from existing geometry and then go into your toolpath between two curves, specify a step over size, and let madCAM take care of the rest. So there you have it. This will also work on non-linear curves. So for example, if we have these two circles, they are both closed curves, but nonetheless you can imagine the tool bit going between them, bouncing back and forth, and you will achieve the same effect. I'm going to make a step over size quite a bit larger just to increase the speed of this demo. And you can see once again that bit moves back and forth between specified boundaries while leaving the other areas untouched. Thanks for watching.